Most of us understand the value of an honest day's work. But you do an honest day's work, you expect an honest day's pay. Back in Roman days, the Roman soldiers were often paid with salt. Matter of fact, the Latin word for salt is sol, from which we get our word salary. And that's how they were paid. They were barter with salt, things of this nature, and it takes on a whole different meaning when you think about that. Value of things is placed on its demand. We understand gold to be of great value. There's high demand for it, silver, so on and so forth, precious metals. And we determine monetary value based upon what it's worth. But understanding that statement and hearing about the word salt, I came across this in a lesson we were listening to yesterday with John DeBerry. He reminded me of that fact about the Roman soldiers being paid and how that word salary came about, being paid by salt. And it brings to mind an old idiom that's been around for a long time. Is he worth his salt? And it caused me to step back and reflect and ask myself that same question, something on which for me to meditate today. Am I worth my salt? Are you worth your salt? So what does that matter? Why would we ask such a question as that? I understand the idiom, but why ask such a question? It goes back to the Sermon on the Mount, Matthew chapter 5 and verse 13. Jesus said, "Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt has lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It's thenceforth good for nothing but to be cast out and trodden under foot of men." He goes on to talk about being the light of the world, but key in on that salt phrase again and think about the day in which Jesus was walking this earth, and think about the setting when he made that statement and how many of them understood the value of salt. But if salt is lost, what makes it salt? Some translations say it lost its saltiness. It's not good for anything. Just cast out and to be walked upon, trodden under foot of man. What about you? What about me? Am I worth my salt? Can Jesus say that I'm someone who's valuable to his kingdom? Am I pulling my weight, as the old saying goes? Am I truly worth my salt? Not if I've lost my flavor. Not if I've lost my focus. Not if I'm not focused on being what God would have me to be. That city set on a hill that cannot be hid. The salt, noted again, of the earth. That's what God's expecting you and expecting me to be. Not something that's worthless and to be cast off. Now, sometimes the world beats us down. Sometimes it gets in our minds. Satan likes to get in our minds and get us thinking that we have no value, we're not good enough, we're not worthy. But I want you to remember something. The one who said, "You are the salt of the earth," is the one who came to this earth, the one who died that death, that you and I might have hope of an eternal life. We are the salt of the earth. God's children always have been and always will be the salt of the earth, the flavor to the world around us, the preservative to the world around us, the hope to the world around us. Let's be that light. Let's be that salt. And let's meditate on these things. Something on which to think, something on which to meditate this Monday. May God bless you till we meet again.